Bristol City are back on the road this weekend and will be facing Hull City at the MKM Stadium under the lights on the Friday night kickoff. How will we respond after that horrific defeat at home to Birmingham on Saturday? Hull have had a better start to the season than Bristol City despite opening day defeat at Carrow Road. They've bounced back with 2 wins on the bounce. One was 4-2 win against Sheffield Wednesday at the MKM and a late comeback away at 10-man Blackburn. Manager Liam Rosenior came in midway through last season, replacing the outgoing shot at Alva. He immediately solidified Hull and got Hull moving up the championship table. They eventually finished 15th, one place below Bristol City, in fact. They lost their main man in goal, which was Carl Darlow, but they have added more to that front line. Scott Twine has come in on loan from Burnley and Liam Delap has come in on loan from Manchester City, adding more firepower to that front line. And it also looks like the impending arrivals of Keenan Davis and Jaden Philogene-Modeste will be announced pretty soon. Whether they'll be available for the game on the Friday night, I'm not too sure. This transfer window, Hull have gone for it a bit, and they've been kind of slow burner, but generally it's looked a pretty good transfer window. I've mentioned Scott Twine, and I've mentioned the arrivals of Liam Delap as well. They've signed Aaron Connolly, who's come back in on a permanent deal from Brighton. Ruben Vinagre has come in as the left wing back, but he's injured, so he won't be available for this game. Jason Lakilo's come in from the Netherlands. Xavier Simmons has come in on a permanent deal from Chelsea as well, but that was confirmed a bit into last season. So generally, it looks like Hull are kind of slowly building, and is definitely a different approach from the summer last season, where it was more scattergun, generally recruiting big names on big wages from Turkey and trying to improve the calibre of the squad. This season, it's looked much more tailor-made to what Liam Rosenior wants, and it's kind of a possession-based style that dominates teams at home, and I expect a possession-based system to be deployed against Bristol City. Hull have excellent options out wide. As I've mentioned, Ruben Vinagre's coming, but he won't be available, so it'll be Jacob Greaves at left back. Most likely, Louis Coyle or Cyrus Christie will start at right back. On the wings, they have Adama Traore and Scott Twine. They also have Jason Lakilo. They have Ozan Tufan who can pick up those little pockets of space. They also have Harry Warren who can play out wide. So they do have good options, and whether Philogene-Modeste is available for this game, or whether he's announced in time for this game, I'm not too sure. But that is a very important battle, because we've kind of understood now, if you pin Cameron Pring and you pin George Tanner back, Bristol City have very limited options in terms of what they can do out wide, and with that comes a lack of creativity, which has been a massive problem this season and a bit into last season. So if they can pin our fullbacks back, Hull will definitely be having more possession than us and will generally be dominating the game. Before I carry on, here's a little message from me. If you follow me on Instagram or on Twitter, you would have probably noticed that I will be running for the best young content creator on YouTube for Football Content Awards. So if you do enjoy my videos and you do like and watch most of them, I would massively appreciate you going to their website or Twitter or Instagram and voting for me. On their website, you can just click on their website, which will be in the link down below, and you can vote, and you can go to best. You can scroll down to best young content creator, type my YouTube channel name in, which is A.H. Robbins Talk, obviously, and then you can scroll down, click agree to terms and conditions, and vote. On Twitter, you can vote by just typing in I am voting in the @Football Content Awards, their official tagline, for @AnnieHarish5, which is my Twitter handle, in the best young content creator. You can vote on Instagram by scrolling down to the best young content creator on the Football Content Awards handle, and then you can tag me or @AHRobinstalk in the comments, and then you'll vote for me that way as well. Voting finishes on the 3rd of September, so again, massively appreciate it if you could vote for me. Another very important battle will be in midfield, where Hull have Regan Slater and especially Jean-Michel Seri. And if you've watched the channel for a while now, you know how much I love Jean-Michel Seri. I think he's an absolutely fantastic player. His possession-based style and his general ability to pass the ball from a long range is going to be very hard for Bristol City to cope. And whether Joe Williams, Matty James, Cal Naismith, or whoever it is in that midfield for Bristol City, whether they can deal with it will be another question. I think Jason Knight's pace and his ability to run and close players down will be very useful. I think Joe Williams' ability to get stuck in will be helpful in terms of not allowing those two midfielders for Hull time on the ball. But how we stop the balls into Ozan Tufan and allow allow him to kind of dictate things in the final third for Hull will be very, very interesting. And whether we deploy 2 central midfielders who can kind of sit and stop Ozantu from deploying that space, I'm not sure. That's up to Nigel Pearson. Well, the team that started at home to Birmingham was obviously Max Leary, George Tanner, Zach Reiner, Rob Dickey, and it was Campering at left back. Jason Knight, Joe Williams, Matty James. It was Harry Cornick. It was Sam Bell. It was Anas Mehmeti up top. I don't think it will be that. I think Naki Wells will come in, and obviously Rob Dickey was sent off, so it will be Cal Naismith, in my opinion, who fills in as centre back, and I don't think it will be Rafael Arroyo who comes in at centre back. And honestly, I think Naki Wells has to come in as ahead of Anas Mehmeti, move Sam Bell out wide. And I know I've banged on about giving Anas Mehmeti 90 minutes and giving him game time, but this is kind of, we need a few points just to kind of ease the pressure off the fan base and ease the pressure off the players, because you know how our fan base is after a defeat. It's kind of, it's telling the players a bit. But I think it's fair if we need to play our strongest team. Naki Wells is in there. Without Tommy Conway, Naki Wells is our only kind of ready-made championship striker, and he should be in there ahead of Anas Mehmeti, with Sam Bell, in my opinion, moving out to the left. Whether Mark Sykes starts ahead of Harry Cornick or not, it's 50-50. I think Sykes deserves to start over Cornick. I know we can't keep constantly chopping and changing, and I said that in the Black of Goals video, where I said you can't really keep chopping and changing and expect goals to come freely. It needs to be stable. But I'm sorry, Mark Sykes has just shown more than Harry Cornick has in these first 3 games. Taylor Gardner-Hickman will probably start on the bench. He will provide that energy off the bench. He will come on with 20-25 minutes to go and press people down, close people down, hopefully create a chance or two. If that happens, that'll be fine for me. But I don't expect him to start. I think Hull will dominate possession. I think we'll have to absorb some of the pressure, and I think with kind of the squad being on low confidence, I think it's important that we kind of remain resolute. But honestly, I think Hull at the moment are kind of themselves riding a bit of a crest of the wave, if you will, and they're on a bit of a high, and I don't really see us at the moment stopping them, which is unfortunate. I don't want to be negative, but in terms of my score prediction, I'm going to go for a Hull win, and I'm going to go for them to comfortably win 2-0 as well. I just don't see at the moment the creativity in the side from the minute go, and it's a bit hard to call how we're going to create chances at an away side that's kind of on themselves are pretty positive, and the squad is kind of nicely gelling together with lots of quality in it. I don't want to be negative, but I'm trying to be realistic here. If you want to take a positive out of it, I could be absolutely clueless. The last time I said we would lose an away game was at Millwall. I said we'd lose 3-1. We scored a 94th minute winner. So if Matty James, if you scored a 94th minute winner at Millwall, you scored a 93rd minute equaliser at Hull a couple of seasons ago. So if you want to score another equaliser in the 90th minute or a winner in the 90th minute at Hull, I'll be very happy with that. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, hit like. If you haven't already, subscribe to Adrian Story channel for more Bristol City content in the future. I also talked about Bristol City's new signing, Taylor Gardner-Hickman, and that will be up here somewhere. So if you want to click that and check out my detailed thoughts on Bristol City's new arrival, you can check that out as well.